Hi guys, welcome to Crypto Bin 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. And the market is really dropping, and I'm not gonna lie to you. And I told you yesterday, if you watch yesterday's show, I said BTC might break this 123k, and if it does, we should get out of the market. And exactly the way I predicted it's what is going on. All right, welcome to the show. This is Crypto Bin 101, the home of value and good information when it comes to cryptocurrency trading and investment. And this is the Bitcoin and breakfast show where we trade it and we do not gamble it. But before we move on, let's share the link so people can join us from the community. If you don't know about the community, is where we share free signals and we give free educational content to anyone that is interested to join. Also, we have the coin community that we're building to start the challenge on pump.fun. You might want to join that. All the links are down in the description if you are interested in learning how to trade or getting some free knowledge regarding cryptocurrency at large. All right, we've shared it on community. Let's quickly share it on Facebook as well, so people that are there can always join us live and direct. It's going, let's see, then done. Like you all know, yesterday I showed you a lot of altcoins and meme coins that you need to watch out for, because I knew we might have a dump. And if you watched the show yesterday, I specifically let you guys or stated out the stop loss and all of that you need to watch out, because I knew the market was going to pull back. You know, we're testing all the all-time high. There will always be this fake out or some fake pullback to, you know, just let some people get scared and leave the market. But we're going to check what is really going on with the market this morning, and that is what the show is going to be about. All right, we've shared the links and I believe people will start joining. Like I said, comment, like, and share, and do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you'll always be part of this great channel. All right, without wasting our time, I'm Ahmed Oladimeji Kazeem, aka KC the Great, and I'll be your host on this beautiful show, the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we do not gamble it. Yesterday, I told you guys, the moment the price is breaking below 123,000 US dollars, please stay away from Bitcoin. And also, I made mention of some other tokens like Ethereum, like Link, Avalanche, and so on and so forth, but we're still going to get to them this morning. Today is 8th of October 2025, being Wednesday, and it's a beautiful morning from my side. I hope you guys are having a good time over there too. All right, without wasting our time, let's check what is really going on with the market. We saw BTC dropping almost about 5%, close to 5% yesterday from the all-time high of 125,000. And this is it's healthy, because the market gave us a nice rally or pushback, and now I told you yesterday before the show that there's possibility we're going to see the market pull back to 50% zone, because it's aligned with the new support that we could have. And you can see which is the old resistance on the new support, if you understand what that means. So I'm expecting the market to pull down to around 117,000 US dollar before we see the rally or create another structure to break above 125 thousand. So what do we need to look at? Let's take a look at some news before we know what is going on. If we check the news, you see, first of all, becoming a millionaire has never been easier as crypto goes mainstream. Yes, crypto is now gone so far, because you need to understand one thing. The moment you have these investor companies, you have countries discussing how they want to look at Bitcoin, or look at how they could have a stable coin in case of their real dollar and all of that. That shows that crypto has gone mainstream, and you cannot joke with that. Not only that, we now find out that Donald Trump also will send Bitcoin to 250,000 US dollars by the end of the year, and that is what Ato is had to say. And you see what he says? He believes that Bitcoin can double into year end, and he says the catalyst is a White House blueprint to capture the levers of US monetary policy. In an appearance on the roll-up, the Phemex co-founder sketched a path to 250,000 US dollars per coin, predicated on what he calls secret weapon, a rapid consolidation of control over the Federal Reserve that would clear the way for aggressive credit creation, yield curve engineering, and an eventually flood of fiat liquidity into digital asset. If that happens, I think I will accept with Ato Ace, because if you remember last bull run, we saw stimulus and all of that, and a lot of money flow into the market last bull run. But this bull run, like I always tell you, has been different because we now have the smart money in the game. And when you have the smart money in the game, you can't expect the same thing to happen with when you do not have this kind of people in the game. And you can see it now said Trump's Fed plan could catapult Bitcoin to 250,000 before the year end. And if Donald Trump can seize functional control of Federal Reserve within months, trigger yield curve, control the executive, and pressure and personal power, the unleashed credit impulse that spills straight into crypto via stablecoins will really push that. And we can see that the Phemex co-founder framed the pathway not a conjecture but an institutional mechanics. It's math. I love math. He's just trying to say something. But what he's just trying to say here is, if we could see the pressure from this man, Donald Trump, that's the president of the United States, and he could pressure the Fed to cut rate and push all those things, we might see the market push up, and which I agree. But one thing you need to know is we had the rate cut last week around this point, and we saw the market move ahead but dump immediately. So even though the rate cut should come up again, and we do not have maybe 50 basis point or 75 basis point, I'm afraid we might still find ourselves at the same spot, as I'm even believing, like I've been saying, we are close to what? To bear market, which is going to roll for like 1 year. But remember, this is not financial advice, it's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research. Let's take a look at some other news regarding Bitcoin as well, and this one is Bitcoin may continue through October amid heavy ETF inflows, but technical signals suggest caution, which is true, because you can see Bitcoin peaked at $126,080, market cap top 4.35 trillion. Spot ETF inflow exceeds 70 billion year to date. Last week saw 3.24 billion into Bitcoin ETF. But what we need to be smart about is the technicals is BTC above 50 to 200 day EMAs and ADX 24 borderline trading. RSI equals to 61, room to run, but caution is warranted. And I'm not going to lie to you, like I said on the show so many times, that if you look at what we are seeing here, you see that we tested the all-time high here we push back, we tested it again, we're pulling back. Right now, I'm not going to lie to you, if you are in Bitcoin trade now, it should be short. If you want to buy BTC now, let's wait for another structure or we break above it, because here was where, this is where I gave you guys the signal some maybe 2 weeks ago that you should get into Bitcoin at 110, and every day I've been telling you move your stop loss until yesterday. If you watched the show yesterday, I told you move your stop loss to 123k, and if you smash it, get out, because we have a kicker now and I'll expect it to pull back a little bit. Or if you're not going to put down, we're going to stop at 0.381 Fibonacci. We're going to see a structure within this zone, then the market will break the all-time high again. But for now, I think we just need to relax and stay away from BTC until we see a good momentum moving for the asset. All right, let's take a look at more news regarding BTC, and you see that now let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum holds above 4,250 support and could target 5,000 if momentum continues. If you look at ETH charts, let's take a look at ETH chart quickly. You'll see that ETH has now broken, we have an engulfing number 1 for Ethereum, and now it has broken this structure. You can see this is an engulfing breaking the candle, and we're having this today candle breaking this engulfing candle. So I will tell you, please stay away from ETH for now as well, because this is a signal of the market is still going to dump. If it's going to break out, we need to see a structure for it to break above 4,750. But for now, I'm changing it to red, which means you need to stay away from ETH as well, as we're talking this morning. But remember, it's not financial advice, it's for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research. But with what I'm seeing right now, this is a sell signal, so we might want to stay away. Don't worry, even though it retraces back today, but the moment it fails to break this 4,750, the market might still come down back. So I'll just advise we stay away from ETH as well. You know, on this program, I've always been giving you guys signal on a daily time frame, weekly time frame for investors and spot traders. For investors and spot traders, if you really want to learn or you want to be getting signal for in and out using 1 hour, 4 hour candle, you might want to join my Telegram channel. It's free of charge and you'll be getting signal there. But right now, Ethereum is a sell, and that is why I changed this thing to red. Bitcoin also is a sell. You can see it's changed to red. All right, let's take more news about altcoins, and we're going to look at XRP. If you look at XRP slips to number 5 on the rank, and I'm going to show you that shortly. You're going to see that XRP is now at number 5 because BNB flipped it. XRP slips to 5th, but the $10 rally is still on the horizon. XRP dropped to 5th position, but a familiar pattern fuels optimism as traders eye potential run to $10. I told you XRP, they've been doing a lot this season, but we've not been really seeing that happening on XRP because of the model they have behind the structure. So as you can see, according to the latest data from CoinMarketCap, XRP market capitalization currently stands at $170.7 billion, trading behind Tether 177.9 billion, and you know BNB has now overthrown to $179.6 billion. But now experts are saying that XRP is still running the show because it has given us what? It has given us about 48%. That is 488% surge since US election. So let's take a look at XRP real quick and see if that is the case. Let's take a look at XRP and see what is really going on with XRP. If you look at the XRP chart, hold on. Yeah, if you look at the XRP chart and let's measure it from the election, the election was last year, and last year was around November, thereabout. Now, if you look at it from this zone to here, it's absolutely correct. So XRP has given us that amount, and that is what I'm saying, that this boost cycle, it's a little bit different to the other boost cycle we've seen, because most of all these tokens, they've performed exceptional well. They've moved higher. Okay, imagine XRP from 0.30 to $3. That's a lot of gain. But what about people that have been holding on to the token from last bull run? Those are the people that have been complaining, that wanted to create new all-time highs or move to like $10 and thereabout. And like I've been telling you on this show, the bull run might be coming to an end, because if you look at all the signals we're seeing, Fed don't want to cut rate, US government shutdown, and fear and greed index, small movement, we're already in greed. You understand? Any small movement, we're in extreme gain, people will start selling back. So a lot of things are showing that we might be coming to an end, and I feel like we just have a month or 2 months for altcoins to push, and that will be the end. Then the bear market will start, and that is why we take a look at what is very important on this show every day. So XRP has really printed good money, but now let's take a look at XRP. Do we need to sell now? Is XRP a sell with all the dump we have been experiencing since yesterday? No, because if you look at XRP, is different from Bitcoin. Look at the chart right here. You can see we have the structure that moved the market from here. You can see break down, then we broke above it. So now we need to break $2.6 before we can say XRP is a sell. So left to me, you can still hold on to XRP if you are trading XRP. XRP still looks good until it breaks this floor, which is $2.7. All right, let's take a look at another news, and this one is regarding SUI, and you can see SUI could reach $7 if it clears $4.1 to 5.3 range as DEX volume and TVL rises. And you can see SUI network breakout cases reset on a strong on-chain activity. SUI price prediction point to a mid-time target near $7, and if SUI clears 4.1 to 5.3 resistance band supported by 1.4 billion DEX volume surge and a TV above 4.3. So let's take a look at SUI real quick. If you look at SUI right now, SUI gave us a buy around there, and that's why you can see I put it in green. But now let's take a look at this. Is SUI now a sell? Do we need to get out of SUI market? Yes. I'm not going to lie to you. You can see we have the pull up, pull back, pull up, pull back, pull up, form a structure, break below the structure, and today's candle is breaking below yesterday daily candle. So I'm going to turn this back to red. That means SUI as well is a sell right now. Remember, this is not financial advice. It's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research and trade with the money you can afford to lose. All right, talking about SUI, you can see if SUI has broken this, I think we need to get out of the market. Let's now take a look at another news regarding altcoins, and this is Solana. We all know Solana has been doing great, guys. You can't tell me Solana has not performed well this bull cycle. Even before we have the rally from Bitcoin and all of that, Solana has taken off, even though it now slowed down. And if we're going to have altcoin season, I know Solana is going to perform exceptional way, even though BNB is now the new launch pad, because we're seeing a lot of meme coins now launching on BNB, and we can see the way the market has been crazy, but we're coming to that. Let's talk about Solana real quick. You can see Solana rally to 300 could stall as early wallets start take profit, which is the best crypto to buy instead. And if you take a look at Solana charts, you'll see that let's take a look at Solana real quick. and see what is going on with Solana. If you look at Solana, we have the all-time high recently created at the new high, sorry, because the all-time high is still at around 300 thereabout, but I'm talking about the recent all-time high is 250, and since then the market dropped just like others. But now we have a buy, and now we have what will I call it, yeah, this is a structure being broken. So Solana 2, it's a sell. So most of these altcoin has not given us a sell signal. So I feel like they might pull down a little bit. So if you're holding on to Solana, if you don't mind it at holding it, pulling down, you can hold on to it. But for now, I would say please stay away from Solana because it's really dropping as well. And if you look at what they're saying, Solana threw some recent bullishness aside with its 19% gain and breached the $230 level technical, pointed to potential to continue move higher. But what I'm saying, you can see this might drop down to this fair value gap here. So let's stay away from the market and wait for it to drop to that place. We're going to look for another buy, then we can get back into the market. Now let's talk about what is bubbling the market is BNB. We all know BNB has been pushing the market, and BNB rally may be fueling Binance and CZ inspire what meme coin surge on BNB chain, which is true. BNB chain meme coin are dominating short-term trending lists on DEX tracker, and you cannot lie. Several C inspired token posted triple to quadruple digit gains with combined 24 volumes in hundreds of millions. And that is not only that, we can now see that BNB meme coin transaction volume on BNB chain, that is the Binance smart contract chain, has now what has broken record again. The increase in the meme coin transaction volume on BNB chain has brought about notable rise in decentralized exchange, which is DEX, and we can see that BNB chain trading volume now exceed 6 billion, second high of the year. That is crazy. And if you look at the chart, talking of BNB, you know that first of all, this year BNB smashed the $1,000 milestone. And not only that, BNB smashed the $1,000 milestone when other altcoins were dumping, like BTC. You can see BTC push back about 5%. You can see Ethereum push back. You can see others push back. But BNB didn't do that. Rather, BNB continued to strengthen the movement upward due to a lot of meme coin that has now been launching on the Binance Smart chain, and BNB is still a buy. Out of all the altcoins we've been taking a look since morning, BNB seems to be the only one that is maintaining that trade. So BNB is still a buy, and the stop loss to remain at, we can now move the stop loss of BNB now to 1,200 in case we have a dump today. But BNB is still a buy. It's only the token that I can say is still looking good to put our money on today. So BNB is still a buy, and we can see it's been recording record breaking volume exceeding 6 billion second high of the year, and that is crazy. And you can see that the meme coin surge could be led by 4 as Paul boost profitable trade. We all know 4 is a token, meme token of CZ doing like this, and that is what everyone has been trading, and I think it's been doing so well. Approximately 100,000 wallet engaged and 70 are profitable per on-chain data on the bubble map. So that is really good. BNB meme coin show is really going on now, and I think you don't want to miss out. But mind you, this is not financial advice. It's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research and trade with the money you can afford to lose. Now, talking of meme coin, we all know BNB has been doing great, but not so well with other meme coin. As we can see, Dogecoin plunges 8% as market rally eases, and you can see that Dogecoin is down 8% from the market rally, and also the coin is holding around 0.24 support but could bounce back above 0.28 soon. Whales continue to accumulate Dodge token, with Dodge Treasury Company also buying more. Let's now dive into Dodge token real quick and see what is going on. But if you look at the chart, Dodge token has broken a structure, so we need to stay away from it, and that is why we saw the market dropping. So Dodge is also a sell. Please stay away from Dodge right now. Don't worry, if the market should move back today and it create a structure, we're going to get back into the market. So we don't need to wait. We are investors, we're businessmen. We buy when it's doing well, we sell when it's not doing well. That is how to invest or trade. Okay, this is different to derivatives and futures. This is for sports and investors. If you're interested in that, learning how to take signals and trade within 4 hour, 1 hour candle, you might want to join my Telegram channel. The links are down in the description and it's free of charge. So with the news with Dodge plummet, and also it's really a sell, so we need to stay away from that. Let's take a look at some of the news before we check the chart fully. Now we have good news from UK central bank softens stable coins limit amid industrial pressure, and we can see from Germany as well, Germany government to block EU chart control proposal after public protest. So that is what I have for you on the news segment this morning. Let's now dive into the chart and see what we really need to do. But before we do that, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, like, and share, and do not forget to turn your notification bell so you always get this juicy content. But before we dive into the chart fully, let's even check what the economic calendar is looking like today. We know it's been scanty these days due to the government shutdown. Even today is still the same. You can see nothing serious coming up. We only have FOMC meeting minutes at 8 p.m. SCST time, which is 6 p.m. GMT. But let's take a look at the coin market cap, and if you look at it, you see that we are now below yesterday market cap. Yesterday we were close to 4.4 trillion US dollars, but now because of the drop we're seeing in some of the token, we can now see that the market cap is sitting at 4.272 trillion US dollars, and we had about almost 240 billion trading volume in the last 24 hours. Esther is still trending. Pancake swap is now trending. 4 is trending, and you can see that we have the top gainers right there. Let's take a look at top 10, because we've seen that some of these tokens have overthrown each other with what we saw yesterday, and you can see Bitcoin is still number 1. You should know that Bitcoin is the king, and this is the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we do not gamble it. Ethereum at number 2. BNB is now at number 3 spot, flipping XRP and Theta. You can see that is good move. BNB at number 3 spot, Theta at number 4, XRP is now pushed to number 5 now. Solana at number 6, USDC at number 7, Lido Stake at number 8, Dogecoin at number 9, Tron is still at number 10. Cardano and the likes are below top 10. And if you are interested in knowing where your favorite project or your coin stand on the cryptocurrency market rank, you might want to check out CoinGecko.com to know much about that. All right, that is that regarding the market cap. Let's now dive into the chart real quick to know what we need to do this morning. Like I said, Bitcoin has now created a kicker. Stay away from it. Let's get another entry before we get into BTC. The same thing with Ethereum. Ethereum created engulfing on the daily candle. Stay away from it as well. Don't worry, even though you see them recovering, pushing back a little bit, it's just a move back. For us to have a proper buyback now, we need a structure or to break above 100 125 thereabout. So don't be moved if you see the market start moving up back. No, it doesn't matter, because if you look at it right here, we have a kicker right here. The market still move a little bit up, but later what? Dump. So trading, investing, and all of that is patient. You just don't know. The profit you make from 110 to 123 is already good one for the first 10 days. So now relax. Now let's see how the market will play out. If the market should move and break the all-time high, create a structure, we're going to get in back, but for now we should stay out of the market. Let's take a look at Link. Chainlink also. Chainlink has not really broken the structure, so Chainlink is still a buy. You can see we have the structure right there. Chainlink didn't break it. Chainlink is still a buy, but our stop loss will be below $20. Let's take a look at AAVE. AAVE has now broken the structure. Please stay away from AAVE. Let's take a look at Solana. Solana too has broken the structure. Stay away from Solana. Let's take a look at BNB. BNB is still looking good. You can still hold on to your position with BNB. Let's take a look at LTC. Litecoin is still a buy, because you can see we have this movement right here, still a buy, and I think we'll wait for it to break it, because this is not really a strong kicker to kick us out. It was a black soldiers, you understand, or is it white soldiers they call it when you have red candle dropping out. So you can see, hold on to your Litecoin. Let's take a look at Sui. Sui is a sell. Please stay away from it. Let's take a look at Avalanche. Avalanche, obviously, you can see it's a sell. Stay away from it. Let's take a look at ADA. ADA also is a sell. Please stay away from ADA. No, wait. We have a coming. No, ADA is not a sell. ADA is still a buy, and you can put your stop loss right there. Let's take a look at XRP. XRP is still a buy, because let me delete this. If you look at this is all movement from here to here, and all of these are inside this. So we need XRP to take out 2.7 before we can get away from it. Let's take a look at Toncoin. Toncoin has not really done much like that, so we can hold on to Toncoin. Let's take a look at A-Star. A-Star is still a buy, because we have it breaking here and breaking above, so we need it to break 1.5 before we can stay away from A-Star. Let's take a look at Pump.Fund. Pump.Fund is still a buy, guys, until it take out 0.005. Let's take a look at Ondo. Ondo is still a buy. Yeah, Ondo is still a buy, because we can see this is not a nice thing. So Ondo is still a buy. Let's take a look at okay, I think that's all regarding the altcoins. Let's now jump into what's it called, meme coin, and see what we need to do with meme coin. Remember, this is not financial advice, it's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research. Let's take a look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin has broken the structure. Stay away from it. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu too has broken a structure. Please stay away from Shiba Inu for now. Let's take a look at PEP. The same thing. Pepe, excuse me. No, Pepe is a little bit different. Pepe, you can still hold on to Pepe, because you can see it did not take out the zone. Pepe is still a buy, but let's look Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu, please stay away from me. Dogecoin, stay away from me. Pepe is still looking good. Let's take a look at Popcat. Popcat is a sell, because you can see breaking that structure, and it's still not breaking it today. Stay away from it. Trump coin also, stay away from it. Trump coin has not activated a buy. So most of these token are now a sell, so we need to stay away from them. Yes, you can see BTC is recovering right now. You can see it, BTC is recovering right now, but like I said, we have a kicker already. Please stay away from it. This is just a pullback. It might later dump at the end of the day, and if it's going to break above, we get back into the market. The profit will make, or the gain you've made from 110 to 123 Keep that aside. Don't FOMO in. Just hold on. If you have a breakout, we'll get back into the market. For now, stay away from Bitcoin, Ethereum, and those altcoins I told you about. Remember, this is not financial advice. It's just for educational purpose and entertainment. Make sure you do your own research and trade with the money you can afford to lose. And if you're still watching the show till now, thanks so much. But please and please subscribe, like, and share. And do not forget to turn your notification bell so you always get notification when we are live. You know, this program is live from the studio. We start 8 a.m. SAST time or 10 a.m. SAST time, 8 a.m. GMT every day of the week. We're not going to round up the show without knowing what the fear and greed index looks like, which is the sentiment in the market. And you can see yesterday was greed, now is greed. Last week was neutral, last month was neutral as well. And I told you yesterday when we were at 70, I said we could be pushing back to fear or move to extreme greed. So you can see the market is not really strong like that right now, because the market could move back to neutral by tomorrow or even dump down to fear if the dumping continues when the New York Times opens some hours from now. All right, thanks for joining me and watching the live show. This is the Bitcoin and Breakfast Show, where we trade it and we do not gamble it. I'm Ahmed Oladmeji Kazim, aka KC the Great. And until I catch you tomorrow on another wonderful packed episode of this great show, it's peace out, and make sure you trade